Hello, welcome to day number 98. It's been a repotting plant day. Everything's been growing, and things that didn't grow they didn't grow, so they didn't get repotted. But yeah, I spent a lot of time replanting things, and yeah, it's even though I spent the most of my day doing that, it has been another fire alarm day in our family. It's just so tiring. It's so tiring. I won't go into the details, but it's a recurring thing, and it has been for years, and I'm just so tired of it. Yeah, my kids have seen a lot of trauma, and unfortunately, it rears its ugly head every once in a while. It's tiring. Anyway, so yeah, today's been that kind of day, and I was trying to think, what on earth can I talk about? Because I'm just so angry and tired of this repeated scenario. The image of Jesus turning over the tables in the temple just kept playing over and over again in my head, and so I realized that's where I need to go, because that's all I'm seeing. So I chose Matthew 21 version of this, verses 12 and 13. And Jesus went into the temple of God, not just the temple of God, and cast out all them that sold and bought in the temple, and overthrew the tables of the money changers and the seats of them that sold doves, and said unto them, It is written, My house shall be called the house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves. And I was trying to figure out, why is this image coming into my head with this situation, this repeated situation? And I realized because it's a betrayal. It's a constant betrayal. In between, there's a build up. Oh yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah, and then there's the betrayal again and again and again. And that's exactly what's going on here in the temple. These people have been entrusted with something sacred and beautiful, and they have turned it into nothing more than a market. And they're cheating people out, obviously, because Jesus says you've made it into a den of thieves. So it's not that they're just selling; they're just trying to get money. They're trying to finagle what they can out of people, manipulate. That's another part of this story for me. The same thing over and over. Yeah. So yeah, it's a betrayal of trust. I give my gift of trust, and it's betrayed over and over again. And so I guess as I read this, I realized that's why I have that image. I've given something sacred of mine, and it's just stomped all over. So how do you find a song that goes with that? As I looked through things, I saw Even Then by Micah Tyler. On the nights when the dark lasts a little bit longer, when the wind and the storm is a little bit stronger, when the fear in my heart dips a little bit deeper, when my faith to stand gets a little bit weaker, where could I run to? Where could I go? Even when it feels like my world is shaken, even when I've had all that I can take, I know you never let me go. And even when the waters won't stop rising, even when I'm caught in the dead of night, I know no matter how it ends, you're with me even then. So even in all this hurt and frustration and anger, lots of anger that's happening on one side. I know over here, God's fighting for us, not just me. He's with us, and it's gonna. I just have to trust that He has my child too. Yeah, that's my message for today. As far as sugar goes, I just decided not to have sugar yesterday because it was Easter, little celebration. But then I had a little bit of sugar again today. No, I had a little more sugar again today. Anyway, and anger, of course. I just didn't care. I ate. So, still struggling with that issue. Turning to food when I'm upset. I'll get there someday, huh? Good night.